Hello, everyone. This is Rebecca with Digital Thinker, and welcome back to HxGN Hacks. Uh, for those of you in the United States, we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving last week. It's hard to believe that we are into December. We do have a few sessions remaining, so we'll be meeting today as well as the upcoming couple of weeks. And in December, we're focusing on mobile and field productivity. So Stephanie's going to be presenting today, and then we have Bailey and Katie lined up for December 10th and 17th. Just a reminder, we do publish the recordings to the Digital Thinker YouTube channel, so definitely check that out and subscribe. I will put a link in the meeting chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to toss those in the chat as well. I'll keep an eye on that as Stephanie is walking through today's topic, which is on the digital work home screen. So I'll go ahead and hand it over to Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, how are you today? Okay, I guess we'll give her a couple minutes. So sorry about this, but let me go ahead and see what I can kind of show you. And hopefully everybody can see my screen okay. We'll just roll with it today. Okay, so what we'll do is let me go ahead and take us to the digital work home screen setup. And this is essentially where most likely a system administrator is going to go to define what I call the tiles. So if I switch back to the presentation here, so on the setup screen is where we can create the tiles that can then be added to the user group menus. Okay. So I'll just walk through a couple of examples, and Stephanie can always hop in. But this one in particular is an example for deferred maintenance. So basically what we're able to do is I have this set up to basically be a tile that I can add to the digital work home screen that will direct the user to the deferred maintenance screen, and it'll be in insert mode. Okay, so this is a great example for, deferred maintenance, work requests, something where they're not necessarily going in and actively reviewing those records, but they need a quick way to create those records from the digital work application. Another example would be my assigned work orders. So think of this as basically, we can leverage the queries that we use for, say, inboxes and use those for tiles as well. So that when the user clicks on this tile, it's just going to show you the work orders that they are assigned to. And depending on how your system is set up, we can create the queries and refine it, whether or not we're looking at the assigned to on record view or perhaps the scheduled labor. We can definitely be creative by leveraging our queries to capture the records that we want to grant access to for our users. Okay.
Rebecca, can you hear me?
We sure can.
Okay, good. Thank you for starting, and I apologize,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I'll hand it over to you. I was just kind of touching on the different types of digital work tiles that can be created.
Thank you, sorry, everyone, and thank you, Rebecca, for starting. It's funny, Rebecca and I were just talking. I'm like, my only fear is that I can't connect correctly, and that's what happened.
It's all good.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Everybody see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So Rebecca got us started talking about how you can set up different tiles. And it's great because you can do it. I always think of it kind of like an inbox where you can actually filter down more and, they click on it and that actually goes to my assigned work orders. Or if you want it where you can just set it up as a normal screen, maybe like an insert. So my example is I'm going to set up the purchase order screen and I'm going to call it purchase order. And I want to find the screen itself. So I'm just going to look up purchase order and it should take me right there. And then you're able, this insert right here allows you to, if you want to go straight to where you're inserting a new record when you click on that tile. And you can also even do a data spy if you would like for this. I'm just going to go do all purchase orders and then hit save. So you're able to create your own tiles for what you need. And I'm sorry, I cut out, so I don't know if Rebecca went over kind of what a tile is compared to, using favorites for digital work. So my apologies on that. Rebecca, did you touch upon?
Yeah, I just referenced it from your the slide on the presentation, kind of just showing more of the tile base versus like the menu that most mobile users are used to.
Okay, thank you. All right. So you're able to create your tiles, and then let's say you want a different icon for it. That is when you go to the actual screen setup. So I want to go to administration, screen configuration, and I want to go to screens, and I pick the purchase order screen. So I want to look up the purchase order. And right here right now it's as a cart, but you're able to change it to maybe you want it to be something different. So maybe I want it as a person just for the moment. You can hit save. And that's what the tile is going to be when we actually add it to the user group. So tiles are great because you can set them up by user group. And let's say you only need, oops, sorry. Maybe you want it for your technicians, or maybe you want it for people that don't typically use EAM or don't have to go to a lot of screens. You're able to kind of customize it by the actual user group or configure it by the user group. That's a great question. Rebecca, do you know, or maybe you already answered this question, can they create their own icons to use?
So the icons are associated with the screen, and you're just selecting from the list that's provided.
Okay.
Great question.
Okay. So the next step is to go actually add that to the user group. So I'm going to go administration, security, and then user group. And I'm going to mess with my user group, R5 admin. And what you want to look for is this digital work home. And then again, I keep comparing to inboxes because that's what I kind of think of it as, where you can, you can add queries, you can put it in different sequence depending on what you want to, how you want it to be laid out. So I'm going to bring the purchase order. I'm going to bring my assigned work order. I just want to kind of show you guys a couple different of how they actually look when you actually log in. And then I'm going to do submit work request. Okay. So now when I log into EAM, and I'm going to share my phone now. And again, I really appreciate you guys' patience. All right, can you guys see my screen or will be my cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go into digital work. I'm going to plug in my password. Not too fast. Okay, So you can see this is how the tiles look. And you can see my purchase order screen that we just created, it has a little plus sign, meaning that I can insert a new purchase order right there. So that's what it goes into. It actually goes into when you're actually inserting a new one. Versus if I go back to my tiles and I go back to, let me go back to, oh, it's not my favorite, back to my home. And my assigned work order, you see I have one assigned to me. And if I click on it, it's just going to bring me to that list that I have assigned to me. So the difference is insert, you can actually, it takes you to where you actually insert right from the beginning versus if you do the filter and it just brings you, filters down to based on what is in your query and what you filter down to. So you can do a mixture of both. So you can also do favorites and you can add to your favorites. So this is my favorites right here. I just put a couple on the screen, but you can easily go through and pick what screens. Maybe I want to see the requisition screen. So I can add the requisition screen, and now that is now a part of my list. I know that was really quick. Ooh, the entire user group. Oh, perfect. Thank you for answering that, Rebecca, for the entire user group. So that's kind of the difference, but if I would go through and I would back on the desktop, remove the 3 that we have added. I'm just going to do that real quick. And if I log back out, and when I log back in, it will take me back to the normal menu structure that you are used to. So you have the ability to go back to what it was before, but your favorites will still be there. So if you have people that use multiple screens, maybe a favorite is a better option, and you don't have to add all the ones, create new tiles, but there are options out there. Does anybody else have any questions? I know that was real fast, and again, I apologize for all of the technical difficulties. But is there any questions we can answer about tiles or creating tiles?
Yeah, I think that's a great call out though, Stephanie, is with the tiles, it kind of as you demonstrated, if you set up the digital work home screen, it does replace the traditional folder menu that that you're sharing right now. So the digital work home screen, if you're adding that to the user group, it does replace the menus that Stephanie is currently showing. It replaces them with the tiles, but per user would still have the favorites option. So think of that as like a screen cache that we have on the desktop application. So, those are kind of great options, both of them leveraging which one you think. I'd say if you have users with this, subset of screens that they're using, the tile base is pretty user friendly. For more of a manager that's accessing reports, maybe for mobile, you might want to go with the menu structure for those user groups. Okay. And let's see, we do have a couple more questions. Is it possible to have favorites with insert mode? No, that's just kind of favoriting a screen. So similar to your screen cache in the desktop application. And okay, Terry has a recommendation here. Take a look at the DWR open install parameter. So that's a great tip. And can we organize the tile sequence? I wasn't paying close enough attention, but Stephanie did. We do have a sequence number there. So that should control the order that the tiles appear for the user group.
Yeah, can you guys see my desktop now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so when you add them to the digital work home, it does have a sequence number that you can change it depending on how you want to lay out those tiles. So maybe this one, I want it to be 5, and it allows you to change that.
Wonderful.
All right, well, thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you for joining us today. I did put a link in the meeting chat to our YouTube channel. Also, a link to another YouTube video that's already out there on the digital work home screen. So feel free to check that out. Thank you for joining today, and we look forward to seeing you back next week. All right, have a great one.
Bye, guys.